Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another Elusive Samurai chapters review. Welcome once again, and if you've been in my channel, you know that I like doing chapter reviews, and this is one that I left aside for a while, trying to bring it back. I'm going to do 3 chapter reviews at once of the Elusive Samurai, so I'm pretty excited to finally have a chance to go back to the series. There's quite a bit of chapters released. Let me see. I'm double checking. At time of recording, there is 90 chapters. So way behind. We're doing chapter 42, 43, and 44 today. I'm going to continue pushing through. Hopefully, one day we will eventually catch up to this series. So before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. I do a lot of reviews and a lot of stuff that pertains to chapter mangas and volume to mangas and anime reviews and anime reactions. So if you want to keep up with all that, you guys can always subscribe. So. Okay, so Tokiyoki is in battle, and essentially they're going against Kiyohara, and Kiyohara is using this technique which is called a Mikoyoshi, and it's basically where soldiers and servants would carry people that were essentially gods. Now, in this, it's already an insult because Kiyohara is not seen as a god. So, essentially, what they're doing is they are creating a sense of uh, pretty good defense where the leader Kiyohara can kill people in the um, front line, but at the same time, then keeping him protected within the Mikiyoshi, which is a little hut covering him. Now, this falls apart because they figure out how to basically get rid of him, and that is essentially just killing the left side and realizing that there's a lot of people that can't really defend with their left hands, so they start attacking the left side, and he ends up falling, getting out of balance, and because he falls out of balance, then they're able to get rid of him essentially. So not the best thing. So I believe in this one it's the Uno group who is in this whole group, or the Yukiyasu group, and he's pretty much the brains of the 3 generals that we saw a long time ago. In this, we then see a win, but Tokioki very much quickly finds out that this is all a distraction because Shokan, a enemy that they thought that was dead, shows up and essentially attacks him from the back, and they're getting rid of all these people from the main camp, and it becomes a scatter fight, but also basically flee to live another day. What ends up happening is Mochizuki, which is the general who is um, very much, we say tosco in Spanish. He's very brute force. He shows up and saves the day, helps pretty much line up the blow from the surprise attack, and helps the rest of the soldiers who are able to survive another day, including Tokiyoki. Um, that's essentially the first 42, or sorry, yeah, 42 and 43 chapter. We see all that unfold. We see all these characters essentially show up, lose a battle, so on and so forth. Um, we then see Tokioki end up in, again, the temple where we have um, Yoroshige, and Yoroshige is basically having the time of his life. And there's this whole comedy part in chapter 44, but at the same time, we get this understanding that even though they lost, the bonds of the soldiers got together because now one, there's more respect to Tokioki because he was a great asset to the battle. But two, um, when soldiers have the same goal and they battle together, then they unite a little bit stronger. So yeah, they're definitely getting ahead, even though they had a loss. And at the end of chapter 44, we get introduced to this new character, Yorisugu, and Yorisugu ends up being Yoroshige's grandchild. And this character does not like Tokioki. He lets him know that Yorisugu essentially is pronounced to be a god, and he says that's better than whatever you are, because you're just a leader of land. I'm a leader, of so much more. So there is a kid rivalry starting, but I think it's a healthy one. Hopefully, not one where he ends up causing them, death to people. I hope not. So we'll see. For now, that is it from those three chapters, guys. It's a great series. Battle after battle, so many characters. So if you haven't seen my other reviews, go check them out, because it's kind of hard to keep up if you're just watching from now. So go read the series. It is on Shonen Jump. I'm personally doing this because one, I love the series, but two, other people that watch my videos have requested it. So I'm definitely bringing it back, even though sometimes it's just easier to read and not review. But uh, definitely want to keep up with this review because it deserves more love than it's getting. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. And I'll see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.